Now, look, let's change pace. There was a real shocking incident in LA over the weekend when a man who was thrown out of a nightclub got into his car and drove through a crowd of 30 people waiting outside. Brad, this man's been arrested, but not before he was dragged from the car and beaten by the crowd. What happened?
This is a really scary story, but honestly, we're seeing an increased or maybe just increased attention to in these kinds of deranged incidents. But I don't blame these people for taking a little bit of justice into their own hands on this. We have a lot of unhinged people in our society, and whether it's this or whether it's mass shootings, it really does kind of sicken your soul and your heart that people engage in these acts of senseless violence. I'm not sure exactly what could be done to prevent stories like this from happening, but this isn't normal. Something is sick with a lot of people where they're going out and doing crazy things like this, and America needs to reckon with that.
Yeah, it's a really shocking story, and heart goes out to all those injured in that incident. The next US election, Brad, is not for another 3 years, but already bookmakers have current Vice President JD Vance as, well, almost an unbackable favourite. Here he was being questioned about his ambitions on Fox News.
You run for president after this. Do you I know you're going to tell me you're going to focus on being vice president right now. But people are wondering if we can accomplish all of this in 4 years, and they want some security in that. Is JD the man to continue the MAGA agenda?
Well, look, man, I really am just not focused on politics. I'm not focused on the midterm elections in 2026, much less the presidential election in 2028. When we get to that point, I'll talk to the president. We'll figure out what we want to do.
Brad, I always love a politician who says he's not focused on politics, but for him to be the unbackable favourite in 2028 is hardly a surprise, I would have thought.
No, it's not surprising. It's kind of the natural successor to the Trump movement. It'll be tough, though, because we do kind of have a seesaw effect in American politics where after you have one president of one party who leaves office, it's a tough task to win election again as that same party. So if JD Vance is the 2028 nominee, and he's certainly the front runner at this point, there'll be a lot of momentum going against him after 4 years of Trump. And America does like to kind of swing back and forth, but he is talented. He is good at this. There's really no denying that. So he will be well positioned to try to pull off that difficult task. And right now he's the unambiguous front runner.
Yeah, very, very clear. Now, look, we've got to end on this. The chief executive of tech company Astronomer has resigned after being caught allegedly having an affair with his HR chief. The pair's relationship, of course, was broadcast to the world when they were cuddling, and it was shown at the Coldplay concert. Here it is.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Well, Brad, I mean, what do you say? That's karma for you, I guess.
Yeah, this is the perfect viral story because it has a little bit of everything. Karma, comeuppance, scandal, the rich and successful. And look, if you're going to be doing immoral things like this, maybe don't do it in public and don't get caught. And you know what? I've seen his kids come out and make fun of him on social media for getting exposed like this. America is against him, and you can't say he didn't deserve it, Danica. This is what happens.
Yeah, I just feel sorry for his wife. I mean, she must be mortified right now. Not that I think we've heard from the wife, but gosh, you know, that's karma for you. You're not safe anywhere. Look out. Brad Polumbo, always a pleasure to speak with you. Thanks so much for joining us on the show this evening.